Today I want to show you how to put a scope on a gun and how to level it and set eye relief. First off, you put the scope on the gun where you roughly think it'll be, and it's just loose on there and the rings are just loose. And I put the scope on the highest setting, and then I look through the scope, and if I see the whole picture and I don't see shadow, then I know my eye relief is correct. If I have to move my head forward or backward on the scope on the gun, then I basically have to move the scope ahead or backwards. And that's with the scope on the highest setting, 25 power on this scope. Now I take my torque wrench and I torque the rings. Now the scope is just loose in the rings, and what I do is I take the scope levelers and I put them under the gun, and you can see the scope's loose, but the scope levelers actually slide together and they stay parallel to each other as they get taller. So we put it on top of the Picatinny rail, we slide them together, and the scope will level. Once they're level, we can start lightly tightening the ring caps, making sure not to pinch the scope levelers between the rail and the bottom of the scope. Now that we have that, and you can take the scope levelers and slide them apart and put them together a few times, and you can feel if one side is pinched more than the other, and if it is, you just have to rack the scope until it's level. Well, now the ring caps, the back one's snug so the scope can't move, so now I go around and I snug the rest of them. And I take my other torque wrench and I torque the caps. Now our scope is level, the eye relief is set on the gun, and everything's done. If we want, we can bore sight it or take it out and shoot it. Thanks.